Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to this Long Island weather alert. We have wildfire smoke on the way. This satellite image was taken yesterday, and you can see the smoke just looping. And it actually went as far south as Georgia, North Carolina, parts of Alabama. You can see the trough here, pretty well outlined here. This is from yesterday. And yesterday we had a lot of clouds around. Today we have a lot of clouds around, so not a whole lot of sunshine out there. But we do have this wildfire smoke on the way. And you can see here, this is the satellite from today. Zoomed in a little bit, and you can see that smoke is kind of creeping northward a little bit there. So we thought maybe we could avoid it today, but it looks like it's already coming in. It's creeping northward. This is the latest satellite image right here. Plenty of clouds around as well today. And plenty of clouds, and we'll go to the CONUS view here. We'll show you that we do a little bit of a break in the smoke over here. Perhaps we can get into that tomorrow. But you can see the smoke, the extent of the smoke is pretty far to the south, all the way down. So this is the trough. You can clearly see here that we have that is over us right now. And that's the storm is still creating a lot of clouds. That smoke's going to probably make it all the way to Europe. I mean, which is incredible. Now, most of it's aloft. We'll take a look at what's going on in Canada right now. Most of it's aloft. You can definitely see the smoke where it's coming from. Though right now, it looks like the production of it has died down, but that could always pick up again in the future. We'll go to the MODIS satellite as well. Go to the MODIS and look at this on the MODIS satellite as well. So I don't know if we're going to have one for today. Not quite for today. But this is yesterday's. And again, you can see how far that smoke came down. Quite incredible. And you can see all the fires going here. They all are up in Canada there. So we're going to be dealing with this smoke for a while here. Just show you how hazy things were in some of these areas. So I'll just go to, let's see, we can show you Earth Cam here. This is how hazy it is in Wildwood. Very hazy. Let's see. All right. And then I can show you what it was like. And it's even thicker. If we look at Georgia, Atlanta, it's even thicker over there. Can't even see any blue sky over there. This is from yesterday. Yesterday it was really thick. Look at that. So, yeah, really, mostly some of it at the lower levels. I see some reduction in visibility there. So there is some near-surface smoke as well. No air quality alerts on them, which is very surprising because you think that there would be some air quality alerts, definitely. Go to the weather and hazards map. You don't see not a one. So I don't know what's going on, but maybe they're being instructed not to issue these air quality alerts, perhaps. Let's go to AQI. Let's see. All right, we are in the green here, but we can go to the map here. We can use purple air and explore the map, and this kind of will show the whole country here. Okay, why is it not showing anything? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Look at these air quality. Look at this really bad air quality in North Dakota. So it looks like most of the near-surface smoke is in the southeast and in North Dakota, but no air quality alerts. Strangely enough, I think there's definitely something going on there. Unfortunately, where the NOAA's, the National Weather Service, and everybody's being instructed by certain federal officials not to acknowledge this. We all know who those federal officials are. So, as far as temperatures go, it's cool out there. Temperatures are only in the mid-60s out there. Dew point 37, dry air, but plenty of cloud cover today. Plenty of cloud cover. Pretty breezy conditions as well. If we go to some of these observations in the south, you definitely would see that there's some reductions in visibility. If we go over here, you'll see what's the visibility over here. That one is reading 10. But there were some that were showing reductions in visibility. Let's look at North Dakota, because that's where the smoke is at its worst. Let's see. You got to find one that's an airport, though. Because if it's not an airport, it's not going to read. You know, we can do Bismarck. See if we have any reductions in visibility here. Yep. Haze. Wow, it's pretty thick. They actually had mist in the morning. Haze. Ugh. So, yep, that's what's heading our way. So that's the first alert. The second alert is got to let the laundry thing going. That and the smoke in the air is definitely making me feel kind of crappy. Laundry again. Supposed to put the air conditioner on. Really? All right, I'll try to get through this. And if I throw up, hey, you know. The other thing going on is there was a solar flare, and G4 conditions were observed, and there is a G4 watch that remains in effect for the night, so there could still be an aurora. The viewing conditions aren't great. All right, this is what this is like a little. Looked like most of the best auroras were over the western part of the country. I kind of tried to look for it last night. I didn't really see much from here, but you can definitely see these are the messages here that they have. So we still could have an aurora tonight. So just keep an eye on it. But the question is, will it be clear or not? That's the other question. So let's first talk about the smoke. All right. And we'll go to the HRRR. Let me find the longer one for you. Vertical integrated smoke. So I'll show you how the smoke is. This seems to be way off, by the way. Well, maybe it's close, I guess. You can see a little bit of smoke. Then we get a little clean air tomorrow. And then more smoke kind of comes in. And you can see that whole thing shifting eastward. So that whole thing there is going to eventually make its way into our area later in the week. Tomorrow we should be okay. It might be a little bit hazy, but I think it gets way worse as we head into Tuesday, according to this model here. So we can also look at the RAP, which is the Canadian one, as well. Vertically integrated. I should have probably showed you the near-surface smoke, too, because there'll be some of that, too. This is the Canadian one. You can see it keeps us okay, maybe a little bit of smoke, but then as we get into Tuesday, here it comes, creeping into our area. So that is so Tuesday is probably going to be the day that we're going to really have to watch out for the smoke, for sure. The reason why I'm doing this video in the afternoon is because I might be out there looking at the aurora tonight, so depending on the conditions. All right, let's go to the near-surface smoke, and doesn't show any. You can see there is some near-surface smoke in the Midwest, in the upper Midwest there, and in the South. Yeah, we'll get into that near-surface smoke. You can see it kind of drifting off to the east there a little bit. I'll put that on the HRRR too as well. So look at that as well. So here's the HRRR. A little bit different, not quite as aggressive. Oh, there, it's moving toward us. So again, we'll have to deal with this probably as we get toward later this week. All right. And it could be pretty thick too. So we'll have to see. You can see it looks pretty thick on that model right there. So all right. So we've addressed the smoke. So let's address what our weather is going to be like to start June. Going to the weather map right now, you'll see we are in cool, dry air. We got a high pressure that's trying to build in, but we got this trough that's kind of stuck over us, keeping the clouds around. All right. And then that kind of moves out. We start seeing high pressure build in this week with temperatures that will be increasing. All right. Somehow I close tropical tidbits up. So let's go and take a look at what things are going to look like. Just going to use the European at this point because I don't have we're earlier, so I'll have the 0Z European instead. We'll kind of go look at the upper air pattern. I'll show you what's going to be happening. So this trough that we've got right now, going to get on out of here. We're going to have ridging develop, bringing in warmer temperatures, and there will be some troughs that will come in from time to time. But it looks like we're going to see warmer temperatures this month. Then we won't see the kind of cold temperatures that we were seeing in May. And less precipitation, too, with this kind of overall pattern that we are seeing. So let's go and look at. I'm going to show the GFS because the GFS has just been, way off lately, and just because of what's going on with our federal government. Our United States weather models are a mess because of it. So you'll see here that is that high pressure building in, and you can see it starts moving offshore, giving us the return flow as we get toward later this week. And then you can sort of see it keeps the precipitation away. We get kind of a blocking there, keeps it warmer. But eventually we do see some rain chances return by next weekend. But this weekend we will not see any rain chances. This week we're not going to see many rain chances. And then that moves through. Get a little break on Sunday perhaps. And then another stronger low possibly develops mid-month. Could bring us some rain. But overall, this is definitely a warmer, drier pattern than what we've been seeing. And if we go to our temperature anomaly chart, that should also show that the blues and the purples start fading, and we start seeing some reds building in the east finally. Yes, I know we have a May climate summary coming up. I don't have it yet. They haven't issued it yet. When it gets issued, I'll make another video about that. But you'll see temperatures definitely warmer, though. No really huge heat waves here. So that's pretty much what it's looking like. Let's go to the HRRR and we'll go over. We'll go look at the 12Z HRRR. So you can see there could be a shower or two also this afternoon, just from instability. Very light, very isolated, and that could actually linger into the early part of the evening, and then we're dry after that. All right. Dew points and wind flow. You'll see here that we have that west flow there, so low dew points. And then tomorrow we start off with the west flow, and then it becomes southerly. So there will be a sea breeze developing tomorrow, and then we start seeing that southwesterly flow as we get into Tuesday. You'll see how that'll affect the temperatures tonight. Today's cool, probably the last cooler day, upper 60s as highs, and then for your tonight, we're dropping down to the upper 40s and low 50s, and maybe there's radiational cooling a little cooler than that in the Pine Barrens. And then for tomorrow, a little bit warmer. We get into the low 70s. And tomorrow night, probably cool down to the 50s one more time. And then once we get past that, I guess I'll go to the GF. Well, we can still use the Euro. I'll just use the GFS at this point for the rest of the week to show you what's happening with our temperatures here. Dew points and wind flow. So here you go. Tuesday, start seeing that southerly flow, southwesterly flow. And the humidity starts increasing, too, as we get toward the later part of the week with the southwesterly flow, and it will heat up. All right, and then you can see what looks like a little backdoor cold front that might come through. This is the GFS showing this, not the Euro, so I don't trust the GFS at this point to go that far out. I'm just using it to show you general trends here. So see things temperature start heating up Tuesday. We get into the 70s, 80s inland. Mid to upper 80s inland, though. The sea breeze will keep things cooler around Long Island. And then maybe some areas could get to near 90 on Thursday before we start seeing things cool down a little bit. Though, again, the heat could be around for a while. Some heat, but not crazy heat, but it will be above normal. Skies, we'll start with this. Obviously, plenty of clouds today. And it's showing plenty of clouds tonight, which is a problem if the aurora does happen tonight. This is the GFS. Obviously, we'll look at the RGM. I'm just kind of showing this tomorrow. We see more sunshine, and then we start seeing the cirrus and along with the haze that we're going to see. So tomorrow is probably your best chance for blue skies. Go to the RGM here, which is a better model. So here's the RGM. You can see some of those, looks like some high mid clouds some, but not that much. If there's a decent enough aurora, you'd see it, but I don't know if we're going to see that or not. The CME kind of arrived. We'll have to see if it ramps up again. And then tomorrow kind of dies down a little bit. The clouds die down. We'll have more sunshine. But then as we head into Tuesday, you'll start seeing somewhere that haze. The sky won't be as good looking probably. So it's pretty much what we have as far as our weather goes. Climate Prediction Center, let's go to it. 6 to 10 day. Obviously, we've got the above normal conditions. Well above normal in the west, and precipitation is still saying above normal. It's still saying above normal, in the so I still think that there's going to be at least some rain by the weekend, perhaps. And then 8 to 14 days still saying above normal with some above normal chances for precipitation. Though the best chances for the above normal precipitation are in the south. We're on the fringe of that. And then the heat, will be above normal. Not way above normal. The best chances of that are going to be in the west, but see just a little bit of below normal there in the center of the country. So that we showed you all that, I think we're almost done here. So again, we are watching this wildfire smoke that is coming in, so we will have to keep an eye on that. And again, I think the next couple of days, it's going to get worse as we get toward Tuesday for sure. So again, we don't really have a monthly weather summary yet. I can go over yesterday's. We had a high of 70 to low 53, whereas that's still 2 degrees below normal, by the way. Yep, we wound up with 4.67 inches of rain for May, which is way above the normal of 3.28. But we don't have our monthly weather summary yet, so I can't go over that. Well, anyway, hopefully we get to see some aurora tonight. Last night was kind of a bust here. I know I saw a lot of other areas of the country got it. I was like, we didn't get. I couldn't see anything. I tried, not from here anyway. Maybe if I was in a darker location, but it definitely wasn't anything close to what we had back in October. So that is going to wrap things up. Have a good night. Have a good day and a good night. And when the climate summary comes up, hopefully by tomorrow, we'll have some our climate summary and maybe some aurora photos to show, perhaps. Anyway, thanks for watching.